What's up, everyone? Pokemon Star Neo here, and today I'll be using this team that was used by Zeng Chenyue at Worlds, and it made it to top 8, and it is a Miraidon team, and it features Dondozo and Tatsugiri. So let me go through the list real quick. As you can see, we have Tatsugiri with a normal Terra, and it is going to be Choice, Muddy Water, Icy Wind, Draco Meteor, and Sleep Talk. Dragonite with multi-scale Choice Band. Normal Terra, Iron Head, Aerial Ace, Extreme Speed, Outrage, Goldango, with that choice specs, Steel Terra, Make It Rain, Trick, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Chi-Yu with that Focus Sash, with a Ghost Terra, Heat Wave, Protect, Dark Pulse, and Overheat, and Dondozo, Grass Terra, Unaware with Leftovers, Order Up, Protect, Wave Crash, and Earthquake, and last but certainly not least, Miraidon, Fairy Terra, Assault Vest, and its moves are Volt Switch, Draco Meteor, Electro Drift, and Dazzling Gleam. So, interesting things to note about this team. Obviously, Miraidon does not have choice specs, which I see a lot. It does have Assault Vest, which makes it live a bit more, but it hits a lot less hard than if you're used to a choice spec spread. It gives you that versatility on ladder. If they're not familiar with this team, could work out if you play it like, oh, it's only using this move a bunch. Maybe you can fake them out later. Really dependent there. And yeah, so Dondozo, as you all know, is pretty much a boss monster of its own. So, if you have that in the back already and that you're taking down their Pokemon, you're using the right moves, and you knock out stuff, and you have something heavier in the back, then you should, clean up. Hopefully using their resources, etc., etc. So another thing to note, there are 3 dragon types, and depending on where you use your Terra, you might be a bit prone, a little weak to fairy type moves in here. And I mean, you got Goldango to kind of like counterbalance that, but I know obviously with Shadow Rider being around and the Draining Kiss or like Dazzling Gleam, you may see on it. So it's a little tricky. Use your best discretion when you're in team preview. I like this team. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, enough chit chat. Let's head straight to the battles. So it's going to be a rain team. All right. So I'm thinking, obviously, I feel bringing Tatsu here. Who might be fun to bring in the beginning? I'm gonna see some rain, obviously. I think I'm going to bring... Should I go here first, or should I bring... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Dozo. Start off with these two. Bring you in the back, and then bring you. Because my thinking is going to have a lot of electric types. It's going to have that ground type weakness with the Archaludon. It's going to... I think this may be a bit of a tricky one because of that Archaludon, but I feel like most of my Pokemon can kind of handle what they have. It is going to be tricky because of the choice band the choice specs not being on Miraidon to do heavy damage onto it. But we'll see. All right, so up against Geo, but not Costa. Okay, so we are going to see Tornadus and Archaludon. And we're going with, I'm thrown off by the Japanese names. I almost said Kairyu. All right, so what shall I do here? I can see... I'm going risky in the beginning. Part of me wants to already kind of get Tatsu set up. So I think I'm going to switch into Tatsugiri. This may be reckless, but I like a little reckless. And I think they may want speed control first or switch out. I'm going to use Earthquake. Pray, hope things work out. They may not expect something right away from me, because usually people like to protect protect first and then have get some damage off. So yeah, I have Commander on, so hopefully this works out in my favor. Obviously, the Commander's going to do. Either way, I'm kind of locked in for a while. I'm hoping that the Earthquake gets off without a hitch. We're going to see Rain Dance. All right, so do they go? I feel like Electroshock will probably go into Dozo now, mostly because it's high risk, high reward. It does about half, which is nice. Nervous now because this Electroshock will probably go into my Dozo. This could be a big mistake, but yeah. How much does it do? About half, which isn't too bad. I'm obviously worried because that thing is only going to get stronger. So right now, I can see it wanting to Tailwind, or no, I think Bleak Wind is probably better because it covers for the Terra. So what I should probably do. The thing is, this Arch-Alladon is going to get stronger, no matter what. The very least, if it goes for Bleak Wind, it won't be faster. So I'm going to have to Earthquake. Oh, Tornadus is withdrawn. Okay, and we're going to get the Rilla, which weakens. Okay, this is not too chill, but at least it's going to be faster, and I can recover a bit more HP here. And it's going to Terra, so this is not a great turn for me at all. What can you do? Okay, at least it's going to be neutral. It could have been grass. Other downside, I can't border up into that as well if it lives this round. So this Earthquake is not nearly going to be doing enough because it already has that stamina boost. Vibes are not giving right now. So Electroshot is obviously going to go into the Dondozo. So it's going to be interesting how I pivot from here. Because my initial thought... Alright, so HP is going to be restored. I'm going to gain back some stuff here. The downside is that this thing is going to power up more. At this point, I don't want to use Terra because it's going to die anyway. I could use Terra. Alright, so they know that at least I have the Miraidon in the back. This thing keeps getting more and more dangerous. Good thing is, rain is up. I could go for Wave Crash next turn if it allows me the chance. I can see this Tailwind coming. Maybe I do Terra, because then it would be resisted damage. Because worst comes to worst, they go for Bleak Wind. If they go for Bleak Wind and this faints, I'm already kind of screwed. I don't know. I think you want... Just looking at their team. Because on my end, I don't really have speed control. So I can see them wanting to take advantage of that later. So I am going to Grass Terra. And I'm going to Wave Crash. I could be wasting it right here, but right now I'm in a very bad spot. Alright, Grass Terra gets off. This thing is going to be so charged up with the Electro Shots. Tailwind. Okay, so I might have made the right call here, which is the first time this video. Electro Shot. It's going to be resisted. And it's unaware to the boost, which is another good thing. But I do know I gotta take care of this thing, like, immediately. Oh, that does nothing. So, on a Wave Crash, does this take it out? Perfect. All right, so we, at the very least, are able to protect next turn, gain more HP, burn some turn of Tailwind, and we took out one of its biggest, strongest Pokemon and their Terra. So right now we have Rilla, and we have this. So, like, I'm guessing Kyogre is probably in the back. We're gonna see Rilla. All right, so I'm gonna have to get up at some HP. So, like, right now, protecting is the best thing. We have one more turn of grassy terrain and one more turn of rain. And on their end, obviously, they just used Tailwind. Right now, I gotta protect. I can see them U-turning if this is a banded set. Fake out, so it's not banded. And then, yep, Bleak Wind. Obviously, I'm not going to use Bleak Wind. That would be bad on my end. Rain has stopped. Okay, so I will get some HP recovery here from the grassy terrain and my leftovers. So it brings it to about half. Okay. Not the greatest, but I am going to order up into the Tornadus. Bleak Wind misses the Tatsu, and does it miss? Okay, so we're in a very good position right now. U-turn goes in, barely does anything. So I'm probably going to end up with more HP than I started with this turn. We get into the Kyogre. All right, so Drizzle's going to come out. That rain is going to be back. I'm going to order up here, increase my power. That does half. My attack will rise once more. All right. And then I think we have one more turn of the terrain. No, we don't. Now, what they probably don't want here. Do they go into the terrain? So rain's going to be up for a while. It's their last turn of Tailwind. They might... Right now, this Kyogre is going to be speedy. I think even if it uses... Oh, what's it called? Even if it uses... Oh, Taunt. Perfect. So they waste their Taunt. Ice Beam. Alright, so they are still scared. They're going to want to get Trick Room set... Or not Trick Room. Tailwind set up. It's kind of the vibe I'm feeling right now. Their team peters out. I kind of want to order up into... Do I go for Kyogre or do I go for the Tornadus? I feel... Obvious KO here. Kyogre is... It's going to be risky no matter what I do. I think there's pros to both. Kyogre is usually built bulky. I think I live in Ice Beam, so I'm not... Oh, okay, it lives. So Tornadus is down. We get stronger. Very good. Alright, so Ice Beam is going to go into this. Does not a great amount of damage. So, good thing is, I'm going to get leftovers here. Rilla is going to come in. They're down to their last two Pokemon. I haven't lost Diddley yet, so this is really good for me. They're still focusing on... They're still focusing on this Dondozo. Because, like, look, you see I have all 4 Pokemon left. They're down to their final 2. They're going to be wasting resources. Oh, they cancel. So, yeah, writing was on the roll there. So, GG's. Great first battle to this video. And this is... Ooh, I like this. Not 100% I like this. So, I like the choices. I like the choices. I am nervous about this team. Obviously. So what do I feel like doing? They may not appreciate Do. Chiyu. And Miraidon. I may want to say Chiyu. I think. Do I bring Dozogiri into this? Honestly, I'm worried about that Terrakion, and I'm gonna switch it up to this because I'm worried about Terrakion in the beginning when I'm Miraidon. I think they're gonna think that I'm gonna bring Dozogiri, so if I can bank on that, maybe they have a bad lead as a result. Have Miraidon in the back in case they want to get that Grassy Surge up first and get that terrain going. One of the good things is I'm going to hit hard no matter what, which is fine. Only thing that has Protect right now that I'm bringing in is that Chiyu. But they don't know that. They might suspect, but they don't know that. All right, so it's Zashi. Ooh, okay, this is a good one in the beginning. I can see Tailwind starting up. Honestly, Scorch Earth, Live Fast, Ryan. This is actually a really great lead up. But the thing is that Zoro arc might be in the background. I think it would be risky to have your or it'd be risky to have your, if you're gonna do anything. I feel like Whimsicott is definitely going to be the real deal. If it's gonna be fake, it's gonna be Zacian is not fake. Okay. So Focus Sash helps out at least. Moonblast. Ooh, okay. That was smart on their part. Alright. So we learned a few things. That is real. Whimsicott is gone. Thankfully, they won't have any speed control. Because Whimsicott is gone. It was not fake. And then I think we go into here. I don't see that Zacian being ground. Chien Pao. I think we make it rain, and then we're gonna Volt Switch out. They did not get, I need to look up, I will admit I have not looked at the IV and EV spread of my team. They could be very much faster. What I like about this is I'm still gonna do some good damage onto both Pokemon, because I can see if they double up into Michael Dango, good on them. I think it's risky though. Zacian protects. This is good because the Volt Switch is going right into there. Throat Chop. Nice. Alright, Volt Switch out, which is also good because the terrain is safe as well. Because if they have the Rilla in the back, I can at least take that away from them. You want to bring in a boy. Miraidon. Or the kanji, because I know a little Japanese, so I know it's Kai Ryu. So I see the Kai, and then I think that is my toxic trait. All right. So they still have Terra, which is good for them. What's good for me? All right, Terrakion is their last Pokemon. What do I want to do? Do I go for Make It Rain again? It's slower and everything else. but I feel like they might think it's weakened. Hold on. So that might give me an edge. Now, I think I want to go for Iron Head here. Because I can pretty sure I can take out Terrakion anyway. Alright, it's a risk no matter what. So I think if it goes in anything... Okay, so Terrakion is probably ground or fire. Okay. This thing is banded. So if I want to switch out, I have to. So Behemoth Blade goes into... Alright, that's not good. Can it be fast enough? Close combat. Alright. It takes it out at least. And then lowers its defenses. The bad news is, right now it is locked into a move. It's not going to do a lot of damage to the Terrakion. Alright, so we get rid of their restricted Pokemon. And then it's Terrakion versus the world. Alright, so I still have the terrain up. If it protects... How many turns do I have? So I have 3 turns. So I can see it protecting me getting 1 move off with it. Alright, so I'm locked in, so that's all I can do. Protect. So it's probably going to double protect. Because right now it needs to stall out the terrain so it can mitigate the damage that's coming out from my Miraidon right now. Iron Head doesn't do anything into it. Alright. Part of the reason I went for Iron Head as well, depending on like what it was, because like Outrage was going to be bad. Could have potentially done Aerial Ace, but I was very, very concerned with that Zacian. Alright. So Electro Drift goes into it. Will it be enough? Takes it. Yeah, it's enough. Alright, GG's. What a fun team. And yeah, probably suspecting that I was going to bring in something. The Tatsugiri. Do they? Because I feel if you were probably going to bring in your Rilla. That didn't happen. Either way, fun game. Like seeing that team. So D will be bringing a fellow Miraidon team. Tricky because I feel like their team will definitely have the speed advantage because they can set up Tailwind so easily. Plus side, they don't have anything to prevent me from doing any priority shenanigans. So I'm thinking I'm gonna bring you first. Do I bring Dozo here? I think this is a Tatsugiri team I want to face right now. I think once grass is up, yeah. The downside is I might want to normal extreme speed. Decisions. Always had to make a choice. Whimsicott and Iron Hands. On the plus side, if I go Aerial Ace, I think if they're going to fake out anything, I can see them wanting to go into Dondozo. I feel, is Whimsicott a threat? I feel Iron Hands is the biggest threat right now. I think I gotta protect. I think that's the play I gotta make. Because Tailwind is gonna do a lot. If it's, I mean, not Tailwind. I think Moonblast is gonna do a lot. Because right now, Giri doesn't have any or Dozo doesn't have any boost. Ryan cannot speak today. Neo, what are you doing? Alright, fake out. Alright, that's good. You can see extreme speed, and that's going to go into Iron Hands. Does about half. Not great. Moonblast does nothing. I can see them wanting to Encore right now. I think I go into the Wimmy. And I bring in Miraidon right now. Because I can see them wanting to Encore and then go right in to my Dozo. Thing is, I want to make sure that I get them before they have, what's it called? Oh, that doesn't kill. So Encore fails. Which is good. Drain Punch. Dang. Not great. Plus side, I can probably go into Dazzling Gleam and it not be that big of an issue. Wave Crash will still do a considerable chunk. I think we Wave Crash in there. They're probably going to think that I'm going to... Oh. I can see grass. Is it grass? It's grass. Yeah, grass is not greener here. This is a tricky thing, like... I can see this ending is so bad for me right now. Light screen is up. Okay, so at the very least, they're not getting speed control. That does nothing right now. Wave Crash will go into there. This is not terrible. It was a crit. That's why. Ice Punch. Yeah, that's not good. Right now, I feel my best bet. I gotta go into Dozo right now. Or I have to do the Dozo Giri combo. Or I protect Dondozo. Ooh, Chi and Pao. We love that. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, because it's still pretty bulky right now. I'm gonna Giri right now. I'm gonna save my Miraidon, make it think that it's choiced. Because if I can level up, if I can get off the moves that I need to, cool beans. And thankfully, with the Swords of Ruins being around, this will do more damage to the Iron Hands. Ooh, even better. All right. So I just gotta hope that this lands. It doesn't do enough. But attack is good. Drain Punch goes into the wrong slot. It's actually a very good turn for me. Do I Earthquake? Is my big concern. I feel it's safe to go into Earthquake because Order Up did a lot. I have right now I'm +3 on attack. So it's going to do a lot, even if it's resisted. So there's a lot of things going for it. I can see this thing sucker punching. Withdrew Iron Hands. Oh no! Oh, okay. Sacred Sword ignores defenses, does diddly. Earthquake is gonna take out their Miraidon. Wait, what? Oh wait, my Tatsu. My. All right, so they lost their restricted. This is very, very bad for them. Iron Hands, the Sleepy. Yeah, this is essentially GG's, but right now I'm going to protect because that fake out battle is canceled. That was a great game. Um, yeah, had a lot of fun with this team. It ends lives, which is cool. Yeah, so I think it's very powerful because like once you get the boosts up, you are low key, you're kind of like double restricted. And especially if they're not prepared, because Dozo, some people gravitate away, especially after Reg H and Reg H. Dozo was definitely still very a powerful presence there, or can be. They're still going to be worried about everything when it comes to the restricteds. That's always going to be their main focus. So when Dozo comes up, they're like, okay, they're going to have to switch their head space around, which is good. Yeah, I loved using this team. Will I explore it further in the future when it comes to tournaments? Consider it. It's a lot of good. And with it getting top 8, yeah, I see why. I feel like it's a very strong team. You can play mind games. Highly recommend using it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Maybe you want to use this team now because it's a pretty good team. Shout out to Zeng for making it. And yeah, um, if you want to subscribe, please do that. I'm still a baby right now in the PokeTubing sphere, so those subs really, really help right now. And yeah, if you have any ideas or if you know of a cool team that you want to put in the comments down below, I'm so down to try it. Have fun, enjoy your weekend, or whenever you're watching this. Peace out. Latest.